We are making lahmacun with phyllo sheets in 2 versions. I'm going to make one with minced meat and the second one will be vegan. On my archive I shared traditional lahmacun recipe you can make at home. We do it from scratch, making the dough. But in this version I'm gonna make it even more easier using phyllo sheets, or as we call yufka in Turkish. It's gonna be very delicious. Let's make it. I'm gonna begin by making my toppings, which is the only things we're gonna do, and then we are going to shape it with the yufkas. And for the vegan one, instead of mincemeat, I'm gonna use eggplants. For an extra flavor, I'm going to grill them on stove top. So I just want to prick them so it doesn't burst out. I have 2 medium-sized eggplants. If yours are bigger, you can use 1. I'm using this very thin pan, special for grilling. Right away it begins to cook, but you can use your oven to cook or put it right to the flame on top. But this way is more cleaner, of course. While they are grilling, I'm gonna make my minced meat topping. Since I'm making 2 different toppings, I'm using half of the topping recipe. So I have 150 grams minced meat. My onion is big, I'm going to use half of it. Going to chop my greens first. Let's add 1 green pepper and 1 small red pepper. If yours are big, you can use half for this amount. 1 medium, like small size tomato. You can peel the tomato, but I'm gonna keep it like this. Going to add 2 cloves of garlic. Let's chop these first. It is coarsely chopped and smells delicious. Going to add my minced meat and the spices. Cumin, isot pepper, paprika, pul biber, black pepper, 1/4 of a teaspoon each, and half a teaspoon salt. Adding teaspoon each tomato paste and pepper paste. This is optional. If you cannot find, don't mind. And about handful of chopped parsley. Adding from the freezer, it is very handy to not to waste. Going to chop everything. My meat doesn't have that much fat, so I'm gonna drizzle some olive oil. And my topping is ready. It smells absolutely delicious, even like this. Meanwhile, I'm checking my eggplants. Turn them little by little until every part is soft. Next, I made my vegan topping, which has the same ingredients except meat. Added rest of the onion, tomato, green and red peppers, 2 cloves of garlic, and chopped everything. added the same spices. If you want, you can adjust the spiciness by adding less or more, and add your favorite spice, just play with it. I always use my spoon to take out the flesh. It is still hot, but I can just scoop out everything without touching. Sometimes the eggplants can have too much seeds. If it is like that, you can take out some of it if there are too much, and just I chopped it roughly before adding to my mixture. Since the mixture doesn't have any fat, I added more olive oil than the other one. I wanted to taste the mixture and added a bit more spices, but it was a bit too much. So be careful when you add more. One more thing, in a small bowl add 2 tablespoons flour and add about half cup of water and mix. We will brush our yufka sheets layers with this mixture, which will help to crispen more. So I'm ready to shape my lahmacun. My fillings are ready. They look almost same in colors, texture. I cannot wait to try how they're gonna taste both. And let me tell you, since many of my followers are from Europe and United States, you might not have the phyllo sheets, the yufka we have, which is in round shape, but of course you can just perfectly shape it to fit to your pan, your rectangular ones that I know from the time I lived there. I think the number 11 was the thickest version of the phyllo sheets. Please write down in the comments to correct me, or which one is the thickest to make like börek, savory pastries. And you can adjust the thickness, maybe use 2 sheets to get to this thickness, or the one you like. Okay, I lined with baking paper, it can stick, and going to fold from the sides after I brush with the flour and water mixture. This will help to crispen the yufka. My oven is preheated to 230 degrees. And fold. I'm going to begin from the ones with minced meat topping. Spread half of the mixture onto my yufka. You can spread it using the back of the spoon, but I also wanted to help with my fingers, which they do traditionally in the bakeries. I had to use a bit more than half amount, so it is better probably to increase the mixture a little bit. You can just play with it while making. That's what I'm gonna do the next time, to make 2 big lahmacun with minced meat topping. Now it goes to the oven on top shelf. I'm gonna check and back and forth to bake as quickly as possible. Right after I popped my first lahmacun to the oven, I shaped the second one with vegan topping. I put the second one after 5 minutes. Baked the first one for 5 more minutes and placed it to the bottom shelf and the one at the bottom to the top. It took 13 minutes to cook the first one, but it can change depending on your oven, so you have to check. Okay, the first one is ready. It's very crispy. Looks beautiful. I'm gonna cut it into 4 because it's very big. Okay, I'm trying the first one with minced meat. This is almost the same taste I tried in a local Lahmacun bakery. Beautiful. I have to check the other one. It looks delicious too. I want to try it like this first. Very delicious. It's almost like even meat. Perfect. Let me try like this too. Look how crispy it is. Compared to being vegan, this is very tasty, my friends. Just a bit spicy, as I said, because I added a lot. I'm really amazed by the taste and how easy it was to make using yufka phyllo sheets. Try it. This is, as you hear, very crispy. Give it a try, let me know how it turned out. I also have the traditional lahmacun recipe. I'm gonna add the links here or here. Make sure to check it if you want to make it from scratch. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in another delicious Turkish food recipes and travel vlogs. Afiyet olsun. Fark ettin mi? Gerçekten anlamadım mı ilk? Acılık. Geçen sefer yaptım. Okay, let's go. And here is the one with cheese and eggplant topping, half and half. My cheese type is white cheese. It is not aged. I think it would be better to give some punginess by adding, mixing by a third of it with aged white cheese. Now it's yours to try.